Hello, authors, writers, bloggers. I'm back again with another episode on trying to find some tips and tricks to get us to be able to be the best writers that we can be. Okay? So today we are going to talk about finding your perfect writing time. Tips for discovering when you write best. Because you know what? When it comes down to it, this is super important. Um, Personally, I function best early morning, but oddly enough, that's not the best time for me to sit down and write because I go to the gym and then I come home and I have to get my daughter ready for school and then I head to the office. Um, so this podcast episode is designed to help us find the best time of day for us. So there's no right or wrong answer, and it's going to be different for everyone. All right. So let's just dive in. Let's dive in. All right. We all know that finding the perfect writing time can be a game changer. Hang on one second, friends. Okay. Whether you're crafting the next great novel, putting together a blog post, or writing articles, the time of day you choose to write can significantly impact your creativity, productivity, and overall enjoyment of the process. Makes sense. So, how do you figure out when your writing mojo is at its peak? Let's explore some fun tips and discover the best writing time for you. Yes, for you. Okay? All right. The writing time experiment. Try writing at different times. All right. So the first step is to experiment with writing different times of the day. So try early mornings, late nights, and everything in between. Keep a journal. Here it is. Keep a journal on how you feel during and after each writing session. Note your energy levels, your focus, your creativity, all of that. Keep a journal, even if it's just like a sheet of notebook paper. Just keep it together. And this will help you decide the best writing time for you. All right. Listen to your body too, friends. Pay attention to your natural rhythms. Okay. Are you a morning person who feels most alive when you see a sunrise? Or do you find your energy soaring when the sun sets? You know, your body's natural tendencies can provide clear clues on the best time of day for you to write. Now, let me elaborate on that just a little bit, okay? Like I said, I'm a morning person. My husband is a night owl. But this actually works beautifully because I have my quiet time when I'm up before everybody else in the house in the morning, and he has his quiet time after everyone's gone to bed at night. So it works beautifully. Let's try and figure out what you are. Are you an early bird or are you a night owl? Let's dive in. All right. So, morning magic. All right. Many writers swear by the early morning hours. All right. The world is quiet, distractions are minimal, your mind is fresh. If you love that idea of starting your day with a burst of creativity, give morning writing a try. That's such a great way to put it. It is really quiet in the morning. All right, nighttime nirvana. For all you people who like to stay up late, I'm not one of those people. On the flip side, some find their best ideas come to life when the stars are out. The stillness of the night can create the perfect environment for deep thinking and creativity. If you're a night owl, embrace those late night writing sessions. Let me tell you something. I am not a night owl. If I was forced to write at night, I would get nothing written because this is what happens. I'm sitting, I'm typing, my eyes are getting heavy, my head starts to droop. You know, the routine. That's me at night. I go to bed so early, it's ridiculous. But anyway, that's for another podcast. All right, midday momentum. All right, so afternoon delight. For some, the afternoon is when they hit their stride. And you know what? That tends to be me also. I do tend to hit my stride in the afternoons because once evening comes and I start like winding down, it may not be the best time for me to sit and focus. After a productive morning and afternoon writing session can feel like a natural extension of the day. It's a great way to channel the momentum that you've built up through the morning. I can see that. So create a routine, all right? This is key because consistency is key, okay? Once you've identified your most productive, what was that? Productive time. See, it's getting late. It's time for bed. Make it a part of your routine, all right? So consistency can help train the brain to enter writing mode more easily. It makes sense. Block out this time on your calendar and protect it from all distractions. Okay, so after you determine what time of day is best for you to write, hey, and it doesn't even have to be the same time every day. It really doesn't. Let's say on Monday you only have time to write in the morning for 20 minutes. Do it. Don't not do it just because you're a night owl. You know what I mean? The key here is consistency. Block out that time, like I said, on your calendar and protect it. Protect it from all distractions. Look, I know life happens. I know things come up. That's just the way it is. But for the most part, set that time and stick to it. Okay, warm-up rituals. Create a warm-up routine to signal your brain that it's time to write. This could be, we've talked about this could be making a cup of coffee or tea, listening to the playlist, lighting a candle, putting your essential oils on, doing quick meditation, like we talked about, stretching, go for a little walk. Even if it's just like laying quietly for 30 seconds to a minute, just breathing. Find what works for you is the bottom line. And make it a part of your writing ritual, your writing routine. Okay? Because it really does help get the brain in gear, you know? Do you write in the same spot every time you write? Typically, I do. So I know when I sit down in that area, it's time to write. And so my brain and my body are now in writing mode. And it's super helpful. Adapt and adjust. I just said this. Life happens. Remember, flexibility is important. Life can be unpredictable. And your ideal writing time may change. Be willing to adapt and adjust if needed. The key is to keep writing. That's the key. Even if it means finding new pockets of time. So I already ran this by you. We already talked about it. Let's say you determine nighttime is the best time. Something happens. Maybe your little one woke up, had a bad dream. You can't write. Not next morning. Get up 15, 20 minutes early so you can sit down and write a little something. Maybe on your lunch hour. That works. All right. Check in with yourself. Periodically assess your writing routine. Are you still feeling productive and inspired during your chosen writing session time? If not, don't be afraid to switch things up and try something new. Because life happens. Things change. We change. Finding the best time of day to write your book or blog or articles, whatever it is you're writing, is all about experimenting and listening to your own rhythms, okay? Whether you're an early bird, night owl, something in between, there's a perfect writing time for you. So grab your pen, your laptop, your typewriter. Who uses a typewriter? Does anybody use a typewriter? I used to have a typewriter. I used to type stories when I was a little girl. I did. And sometimes I miss it. I miss the typewriter. But the only thing I don't miss is when you made a mistake. It was really hard to fix. I remember they used to come up with these little, kind of like whiteout strips that you put in there, and you could push the same key, and it would hit it, and it would put the white over it, kind of like whiting it out. Yeah. Anyway, that took all of 10, 15 minutes just to fix one letter. It was crazy. It was crazy. And actually, I more remember my mother doing that than me. Although I do remember having the typewriter. I totally just went off track. Okay, anyway, so grab your pen, your laptop, your typewriter, and discover when your best creativity flows. All right, just keep the words flowing, friends. Just keep the words flowing. You know, there was a time where I would sit in carpool 5 days a week, waiting for my daughter, and I would take my laptop and I would use that hour or whatever it was. Yeah, it was close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to write in carpool. You can get a lot done in carpool, friends. So you just got to get creative with it. Get creative with it. You know, you don't have to be necessarily sitting at your desk or, you know, wherever it is you like to write. Grab your laptop, go get a cup of coffee from Panera or Dunkin' or Starbucks or wherever it is you like to go. Can you tell I like coffee? And have a little writing session, you know. Have friends that write. Schedule something. Have a get-together. You know, have a get-together on the weekend, once a month or whatever it is, just so that you can be accountable to your writing. It really does make a difference. So I hope you found this useful and helpful and fun, because that's what I'm about. I don't want to sit here and be all boring. Even if you laugh at me, it's okay, as long as you're laughing. Have a great day and happy writing.